my channel. I wanted to do a quick update on everything. I know I've been gone for a while, and some of you have been asking, like, where have I been and why haven't I made any videos? So I thought I would take the next 20 so minutes and tell you. So this video is going to be long. If you don't want to watch, then don't watch, but if you want to know what's been going on in my life, then continue watching. Alright everybody, so if you follow me on Facebook, then you know I am 22 weeks pregnant with a baby boy. His name is going to be Chance. So I have been on bed rest since I was 8 weeks. My placenta was on top of my cervix, so I wasn't allowed to do anything, which has not been fun. So I haven't made any videos since I found out I was pregnant. So with that being said, we are super excited, and he's doing great. He moves all the time. He's just constantly keeping me up now, just always moving and doing baby stuff. So Lucas is so excited and happy that he's gonna have a baby brother, and I was really nervous with Lucas being the only child that he was going to kind of have that, you know, what's in your belly and what's wrong with you, and just the resentment that most children you would think would get from knowing that there's another baby coming. But since I have been, you know, laying in bed and not able to do too much, Lucas has been like literally right by my side this whole last 5.5 months, pretty much just taking care of me. So he's constantly rubbing my belly and making sure that I'm okay and talking to Chance, and so it's been like really nice having that. So he's doing okay for right now. I don't know what he'll do when the baby actually comes out and he realizes that, you know, it cries and pees and poops, and, you know, might take away his glory a little bit, but we're trying to make sure that he understands that he won't be the only child anymore, but we still love him, and so we're trying to deal with all of that as well. I'm out of breath. Next update is we are moving, and if you could see, there's 1,000 boxes behind me because I am packing up the house. So my bed rest has been kind of bed rest and like 2 to 3 hours of packing the house. David is working full-time and goes to school full-time, so I'm here packing. We plan on moving into a townhome that is 3 levels and much better than being in my little tiny apartment. So we are planning on moving next week, well, next weekend. So I've got most of the house already packed up except for just our essentials that we need for next week, and then the kitchen, which everybody hates the kitchen. So yeah, let's see. Another update is we have been dealing with a lot of stuff with Lucas. He started kindergarten just like everybody else did, and we soon realized how bad his I don't know, I don't want to call them issues because it's not an issue, but Lucas is super hyper. Lucas has always been super hyper since I had him, and he's, you know, we always put it off on he's going through his terrible 2s, then it was terrible 3s, and then Lucas wasn't talking properly, and I'm sure you've seen some of my posts if you're on Facebook with me that he does have a speech problem. So Lucas, I know what he's saying because I'm mom, but other people don't know what he says. So we started kindergarten hoping that he was going to fall in line with the rest of the kids. He did go to preschool, and, you know, they'd always just say that, you know, Lucas wanted to do his own thing and he didn't want to come to circle time, and they kind of always just made excuses that, you know, we know it's Lucas, so we understand, and then they pretty much just said, you know, we just accommodated to him instead of making it an issue for us. So we got into kindergarten, and within the first week, the principal and the teachers were calling us and just saying that he will not sit down, he does not know what he's doing, and not comprehending anything that was going on. So I went to kindergarten his second week, the whole week long. Got him in for evaluations because we didn't know if it was ADHD, because Lucas does not sit down. That's clearly known if you know me. He does not sit down. He's constantly always moving and being a boy. So we've always passed it off as that he is a boy, and he's 5 years old now, and you know, he's learned bad habits, and so we've always pushed it off that way. So we got him evaluated with his doctor. His doctor did say that he's got ADHD. And then we started in with speech therapy. He does speech therapy twice a week now. He does individual therapy once a week. And then we did have him in group therapy, but then it just didn't seem like he was doing better, because Lucas does better one-on-one. He doesn't really do better in a group setting. So being in school is hard for him because there's 20 other kids running around, and even though Lucas is the kind of kid he is the leader of all of the boys. So all of the boys follow what Lucas is doing, and so it causes a lot of distraction. So after me going to school with him for, I don't know, I want to say, I went that first week, and then I've been there now a handful of times since then, just kind of checking up on him, and I soon realized that he just doesn't do good in a setting like that. So we tried getting him with IEP programs so that the school would do the speech therapy as well and be able to get him out of the classroom for a little while. That has not worked either. They have not, still to this day, have not tested him for it, and even though I've given him his diagnosis from his doctor, and I've given them the speech papers, they still have not put him in IEP. So we've been struggling with that. His individual therapist thinks that Lucas might have a little bit of autism, just because when Lucas gets frustrated, he doesn't like loud noises. He kind of won't let you touch him. Instead of most kids, like when he's hurt or in pain, will let you hug him. Lucas does not want that at all. Lucas will scream and cry in a ball and scream at you not to touch him until he's ready. So we're trying to wait to see a developmental doctor for that, to see if Lucas does have some autistic things going on with him, so that we can make sure that he is successful, because I don't want to have to hold him back. We've thought about doing homeschooling for him, and that's a lot of patience for me, because I'd have to learn all of that stuff and the things that he needs, and I'm willing to do it, but we're trying to see where we can go beforehand, before we take it to that level of him actually just staying home and me teaching him the things that he needs. So we have been really struggling with that quite a bit, which has kept me away from a lot of things and other priorities. It's been pretty much Lucas. I mean, Monday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, he is busy after school. So Tuesdays are my only days that we can actually just come home and relax and not have to rush after school to go and do something. So like today, he's got speech therapy. So trying to make this a little bit shorter. So yeah, so Lucas has been, it's been fun. Kindergarten is definitely, and I don't know if anybody else knows, or if you have any children who are no longer in kindergarten or have been in kindergarten a long time ago, but kindergarten's not like how it used to be when I was there. There's no more finger painting or eating glue anymore in kindergarten. It is so structural. The first day that I got there, the kids ate breakfast, went to the bathroom, then came back, and then had to sit there on the floor for an hour and a half, listening to the teacher. Now, mind you, I understand she's got to get what she's got to get done, but it was the second week of school, and these kids, not only Lucas, but not one of the children could sit there that long. So I sat on the floor, and yes, I was pregnant. Sat on the floor, tried listening to her, and of course I'm swaying back and forth. I'm moving, every direction that I can, because my butt's starting to hurt, my legs are falling asleep, and all the kids are doing the same thing. So after about an hour, the kids started giving up, and she kept asking them questions, and it really just wasn't, the kids couldn't remember what she had read in the beginning. So after that, they went out for a playground, to the playground for 10 minutes. They got to come back inside. Then she had them color for, I think it was like 15 minutes, and then they went to lunch. They come back from lunch, 20 minutes is all they have to eat lunch. They come back, and then they go straight into being on the floor again. Sit on the floor, she reads them another story. She's got like this whole storyboard thing. I think that was like an hour and 20 minutes that she did that. Then they had 20 minutes then to go and color what they had learned, which I don't remember even the book. So they went back, they colored, and Lucas just is coloring whatever he wants to. He's making, Buzz and Woody and all of his toys. He's coloring all of those, and then they went to, after that, they went to their, I think it was music class that day. They went to music class. They were in there for 15 minutes before that teacher got everything settled where it needed to be. Everybody had their backpacks where they were supposed to because it was the end of the day. They had to get the bus kids in one line and then the regular kids on another line, and that's how they had to sit for music class. She had 15 minutes then at that point in time to teach them some kind of a song. The kids were falling asleep. The kids had to go potty. It was just chaos. I was like, and I hate chaos, so if you know me, you know that I absolutely hate chaos and loudness, and drives me absolutely insane. And those kids were just done for the day. She didn't know what was going on, and I told her, I was like, because she kind of copped an attitude with one of the kids, and I was just like, well, they have been sitting on the floor for over 4 hours now, doing nothing but listening to somebody. Now here's our chance in music class to make noise, and you're telling them that they can't in music class. So I was like, maybe you should figure out what they've been doing all day long before you bring them into your class, and then expect them to do the same thing over again at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, it was fun. So we've been dealing with the school for a while. Hopefully with the new move, we will be switching him schools. The school that is close to the new townhouse, it actually has all of the programs already in the school, already running, everything like that. So hopefully it will be a good switch, and we can get Lucas right into the programs that he needs, and he can be taken out of classes periodically throughout the day so that he's not such... I think it's just too overwhelming for him to be just doing that all day long. And so, yeah, that's my little update with Lucas. It's a lot. It's been super stressful for all of us. David and I have had to relearn how to parent a child with ADHD, and David has to learn how to parent a child with speech problems, ADHD, and now we might be facing autistic issues. So, it's hard for both of us and for Lucas, because we feel super bad for him, because he goes to school every morning, super happy, excited. He's running to school. I'm going to school today, and he gets there and all the boys are like, Lucas, and Lucas's mom, and he's like, won't let me kiss him anymore. So, and then at the end of the day, he comes out and the teacher's telling me everything that he did the whole day, and then he's bawling his eyes out. I don't want to go to school. And it's so frustrating for him, and it's frustrating for us as parents, going, well, I'm sorry, honey, but you have to go to school. But we're trying to make it better for him. So it's been a very emotional roller coaster for all three of us, trying to figure out where the silver lining is here, is that where he could still go to school and be happy, and we are not so, disappointed in the school system either. So it's one of those things that we're trying to figure out. But I'm super excited for the move. We're going to have plenty of room for the baby, which is going to be exciting. I get my own basement, which I'm going to make into my new office, so you won't be seeing, TVs and couches and stuff like that anymore. But that will be really cool, so I can make that my whole, video editing place, and hopefully make more videos. We've been struggling with the lighting and the desk because this is the only window we have here, and before it was switched around so you saw down my hallway so nobody could ever walk through, and then now we're right in the middle of my living room, and so it's just hard because we're always trying to figure out when the good time is for me to, you know, to videotape so that nobody's here and all that other stuff. There, in the new place, I can actually just go downstairs into the basement and, sorry, this pillow is driving me insane. I'm getting huge now. So that I can actually just go down into the basement, video, and do what I gotta do for YouTube. And I do plan on making more videos. And I know it's been a very, very long time since I've made a video, like really, but if you've been on my Facebook, then you have been following me to see what has been going on in my life. And somebody's messaging me. Nobody's messaging me. It's the pregnancy center. They email me to tell me about what Chance is doing, what your baby looks like now. Don't want to know. So, a funny story really quick, just to kind of tell you. David and I and Lucas, we went to an ultrasound place when I was 13 weeks pregnant, because we both wanted to know if we were having a boy or a girl. David and I both wanted a girl super, super bad. So we went. We paid the money to have the ultrasound done. The lady was sitting there and she's like, David and I are like crossing our fingers going, it's a girl. And I'm going, it's a boy, it's a boy. Like, I have been throwing up for the first 4 months, like, well, the first 13 weeks, that's all I've done was throw up. And that's exactly what I did with Lucas. So it's like, it's a boy, it's a boy, it's a boy. The lady's like, well, I can 100% tell you right now that it is a girl. David and I look at each other and we are in tears. Like, my first girl, like, this is what I wanted. Like, here I am feeling stupid that I thought it was a boy the whole time. Me and him are both crying out of excitement. Lucas is excited. He's like jumping up for joy, and they had like a little couch so that he can watch it on the screen as I'm getting it done, like on the side. And so, super excited. So she's like, unfortunately, I can't get a really good shot of the butt area because she kept moving. And so she was like, you can come back in a week and we will take a picture of her butt area just to confirm. But she's like 100% guaranteed it's a girl. David went to school. I came home like crying, called everybody, like called my whole family, like, hey, we're having a girl. Everybody's like, oh, I knew it. You were carrying this way. And all of this stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I'm having a girl. Like, holy shit. Like, I'm having a girl. Like, my dream came true. Like, I'm having a girl. Like, I'm going to go buy a whole crap load of girl stuff. And that's the only reason. I would have started buying stuff a long time ago, but I was like, I'm not buying anything because I guarantee you they're going to tell me I'm having a girl. It's going to come out a boy. It's like, then I didn't want to start buying like gender neutral stuff because then I was like, if I have a girl, I know that it's going to be just pink and glitter and bedazzled everywhere. So it's like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So then we went back the next week and another lady did my ultrasound. And she's like, yeah, it's a boy. David and I kind of look at each other. We're like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, it's a boy. It's like, no, it's not. It's a girl. Like, the lady told us last time we were here that it was a girl. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I hate to inform you, but it's a boy. And here it is clearly, very clearly, as she's showing us that it's a boy. So David and I are both in tears crying. Going, okay, well, we're happy. We're having a healthy baby. Like, at this point in time, we're kind of like, all right. Lucas is like, I don't want another boy. He's like, I'm going to be the only boy. And I'm like, dude, we got to figure this out. Everybody's like, are you sad? And I was like, no, not really sad. But yes, it's disappointing that I wasn't having a girl. But am I super excited that we are having a baby together? And it's healthy and, you know, it's a boy, fine. You know, Lucas is going to be the bigger brother and another boy. It is what it is, I guess, right? So, yeah, it was pretty, it's pretty funny. Horrible day, but funny. So yeah, so then they offered to give me a free 3D ultrasound when I hit 26 weeks. So I've got about 4 more weeks for that, which is pretty cool because since they mess up, if they mess up, they give you a free one, which is pretty awesome because I've never had a 3D ultrasound where you could actually see the baby. Like, I think they're kind of grody, but you know, you get to actually see your child on the inside, and we got to see some pretty cool things already so far. Since I have been on bed rest, we've had way too many ultrasounds, in my opinion. So we get a lot of ultrasounds done quite often. So we've actually seen him like drinking, which was pretty cool because I don't think David or I have never seen that, where she just held the thing on top of my belly and we just watched him for a little bit just to see what he was doing, and he's sitting there drinking. You can see his little mouth opening and the little bubbles popping out, which was pretty cool. And then my last one, my 5-month ultrasound, to confirm from my doctor that we were having a boy and that he was safe and healthy as could be. She couldn't get a face shot of him. He was like rolled to the back of me and was facing my back, and so she's like, can you move on to your side? So I moved over to my side, to my left side, and she finally like gets his front view of his face, and he's laughing. You can see his like chest, and then you can see like the smile on his face. He's like laughing at us, like he's probably in there going, haha, you thought you were gonna get my face, and here we are watching him, and it was pretty funny. So I was like, that's kind of creepy, because when she prints it out, you know, ultrasounds look weird anyways. They're like the gray and white ones, and yeah, I don't know where the skeletal one is. I wish I had it. Do I have it? I do have it somewhere right here. Hold on. Let's see. So it looked like super creepy when she took the picture of him laughing at us. So it's like, no, don't like judge me that this is what my kid looks like, but let's see, cover that up. But I don't know if you could see that, like he's like laughing, and it's like super creepy because it looks all like skeletal, and yeah, it's weird. But I got a foot here. I have to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. And then here's his little face again. This time he's not laughing, but there's just a cute little face, little creepy face. I think they look just like, I get it, like it's the nose and mouth and eyes, but it just looks so skeletal and creepy. So, you know, we got lots of face pictures of him laughing at us, and that he is confirmed a boy. So we got, I mean, I have so many. I mean, here's like, I don't know, good 10 from this ultrasound. And then this was our second ultrasound from the second one when they actually found out he was a boy. And then I've got the other ones in the room somewhere from the first one. So we have lots and lots of ultrasounds. And then I have, when I was 8 weeks, she did an ultrasound on me, and then I was, I guess, 12 weeks when she did another ultrasound on my doctor, and then we got these ones, and then, and this one's good. I mean, go to First Glimpse Ultrasound. They were super awesome and nice, but they just made a mistake, and we all make mistakes, right? So, yeah. So my creepy child likes to laugh, which is pretty weird, but it happens, I guess. So, yeah, let's see. So then David's been working and going to school, and I feel so bad for him. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays he works from 8 in the morning till 5 at night, and then goes to school from 6 to 10 at night. So that's Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And then Thursdays he works from 8 to 5 and then comes home. And then Fridays he works 8 to 5. So I always tell him on Monday, okay, I'll see you Thursday, because I only see him in the mornings before work, or I'll go have lunch with him during those days, and then I see him as he gets off of work to come home and take a shower before he goes to school. So I only get to see him 3 times a day, and then by the time he comes home, like, he eats dinner like at 10 o'clock at night. Like, I start cooking around like 8:30, 9 o'clock so that he's got warm food when he gets home. So I start cooking that late, and then we eat. So I know it's like horrible bad habit now, but those 3 days we eat super, super late because I want to eat with him. I mean, he's my fiance. I want to eat with him. So yeah, so we eat super late, and then he's like gone. We'll start putting on like we watch Netflix a lot, and so we'll put on like House, because we're watching House right now. And before, like, and if you watch House, you know that, you know, the beginning is they show what the patient's doing right before they actually go to the hospital. And before he makes it to the end of what the patient does, and before he like passes out, you look over and he's like dead asleep. You're like, okay, I'll watch it by myself. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we don't really see each other very much, but today's Thursday, so he gets off at 5, so we get to eat dinner and do everything like as a family together. So it's pretty exciting, because I miss him sometimes. It's different. He's a hardworking man, and since I haven't been able to go to work, he's doing what he does for his family, and gotta respect that, right? So I do my womanly job by packing the house and making sure dinner's cooked and taking care of the family, and he does his. So it's a good team that we've got going on here. So I think that's really like all of the big things that we've got going on right now. I haven't been doing much makeup lately just because I have been on bed rest. So if you've messaged me about makeup and stuff like that and I haven't been able to do it, I'm super, super, super sorry. It's just trying to deal with Lucas, and now we're moving, and you know, and then me being on bed rest, it's just been super, super stressful around here. So we're trying our hardest to do our stuff first before I start going and doing other things, and I don't want to stress myself out by, you know, any of that stuff. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Nothing else is really up. So I hope that this explains a little bit of where I've been at and gives you a little fine tune. I don't even know if that's the right word. Gives you a little insight into my life right now and what's been going on. So once we do move, I do plan on doing more videos and all that good fun stuff. And follow me on Facebook. I have been on Instagram a little bit more lately. So I'll post more pictures up there of the new house, and then maybe I can do a house tour on one of my videos. So yeah, if you I'm going to be doing another video probably tomorrow about my health, besides the baby, because some things have come up, and I think it's worth mentioning because it's really frustrating for me. So yeah, if you have any suggestions for autism, ADHD, anything like that that could help me with Lucas, please comment down below and let me know your scenarios, or what you guys have been going through, how you guys got through it. Greatly appreciate every bit of information that we can get. I really would appreciate it. So other than that, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and have a great day. Bye. I now have the water that's infused